นั่นอะไรพระเจ้าอย่าเข้ามานี่
Hello everyone, welcome back YouTube channel. Enjoy.
A paranormal investigator from Kalimantan decides to spend the night in a remote plantation near a residential area. At midnight, he burns incense inside a small hut, believing it to be a focal point of strange energy. While attempting to communicate, sounds are heard crawling across the roof. Later, the camera captures a pale female figure peering in through the doorway. Despite the fear, he continues the investigation as the presence appears again from inside the hut.
Interaksi menggunakan dupa yang udah gue bawa dan ya atasku gue nggak tahu apa. Gue dengar ada suara, aku merasa merinding.
A horror content creator spends the night in a sacred forest believed to hold ancient secrets. While sleeping in his tent, he is awakened by loud screams echoing outside. When he investigates, a Kuntilanak suddenly appears directly in front of him. The figure continues to follow him through the darkness as he struggles to escape the area.
Ya Allah, astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah, apa itu, ya Allah, astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah, astagfirullahaladzim,
A solo camper known for camping in haunted locations sets up his tent in a forest reputed to be cursed. After night falls, the tent begins moving on its own. Heavy rain follows, prompting him to install a CCTV camera outside. The recording later reveals a pair of glowing eyes staring into the tent from the darkness, unnoticed by the camper at the time. An explorer investigates a long abandoned building rumored to have once been occupied by a family that kept it to IL. During the night, he hears a woman's voice coming from inside the structure. Later, CCTV footage captures a small hand emerging and taking money that had been placed as bait. Locals nearby report frequent unexplained losses of cash.
Dengar tadi teman-teman suara. Ini coba tak taruh.
A paranormal hunter helps search for a missing child who disappeared near a bamboo forest. From a distance, the child is briefly seen, but vanishes when approached as flames suddenly appear. Moments later, a Ogambal is captured carrying the child through the forest. The investigator recites prayers and continues pursuing the entity despite repeated supernatural disturbances.
Allahu Akbar.
Ada yang dengar gak suara tangisan? Gini, wala khawla wala quwata illa billah, wala khawla wala quwata illa billah. Dengan matahari, dengan cahaya matahari. Kemunculannya biasanya suruh. Subhanallah, subhanallah, rabbul malaikat.
A man explores an abandoned building rumored to be inhabited by a hostile entity. Inside, he enters an underground tunnel where a strange figure suddenly appears and screams directly at him. Panicking, he runs as the figure continues shouting, leaving the footage shaking and unstable as he escapes. Another night investigation by Sapam Explorer takes place deep in a forest far from any settlement. While sleeping in his tent, he is awakened by the sound of laughter nearby. When he exits the tent, an unseen presence reacts aggressively, forcing him to abandon his equipment and flee the area immediately.
La ilaha illallah.
A lone explorer enters a forest said by locals to be inhabited by a dangerous entity. At first, the area seems quiet, until he begins hearing a woman's voice calling from deep within the trees. As he follows the sound, a terrifying female figure suddenly appears at close range. Moments later, the form of Ogombo manifests directly in front of him, forcing him to retreat from the forest.
Nah, ini ternyata suara-suara dari tadi nih. Allahu Akbar.
A horror explorer returns to a forest where he previously installed a CCTV camera that was mysteriously knocked down overnight. Upon reviewing the earlier footage, a shrouded white figure can be seen striking the camera with force. When he revisits the location, the air feels heavy and the camera repeatedly loses focus. A strong scent resembling flowers mixed with decay fills the area, and he becomes convinced something unseen is following him at close range.
Tapi saya curiga nih, kayaknya ada loh di sini. Cuma bau kembang.
Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.